Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a pretty big update in terms of Filian and her hiatus, and especially everything to do with the website, and even more as people have been finding out more information to do with her and where she might be. Now, if you guys don't know, obviously they released the wall recently, which of course came from a countdown on this website, filianislost.com, and it is essentially a little bit like r/place where you can put down colors and stuff to make drawings with other people, and it seems to be going pretty well. Now we'll go into some of these specifics of in a minute, and some of the drawings and stuff that have been appearing, but I kind of wanted to talk about another thing as well, which people have been talking about in regards to Filian, which is FaZe Connect. Now this one was pretty exciting whenever all of this came out. They said, feeling a little lost on your way to FaZe World? Don't worry, something is special is coming June 4th. Your FaZeCon official guide is almost here to show you your way. Now, again, they have this whole official guide thing, which many people were kind of speculating that this could be Filian. But again, it turns out that this wasn't the case. It was somebody else. And again, they were giving a kind of guide to FaZeCon. Now, if you don't know, FaZeCon is coming up. It's a convention to do with FaZe Connect. And many think that this could be where Filian could potentially come in. Many still have hope that she could be a FaZe Connect member. Now, again, you know, there's many reasons as to why this would and why this wouldn't make sense. Of course, FaZe Connect itself is a you know, pretty big VTuber agency and is, you know, always growing. You know, she has a lot of connections and stuff as well. And there is the factor that, you know, they can put on bigger events and have the capabilities to do that. Whereas maybe Filian as an indie wouldn't have as much kind of help with that. So again, that could be one of the reasons as to why she would want to join an agency, because many people might be asking, well, why would she do that? You know, she's a huge indie VTuber. You know, she's got millions of subscribers, all of this kind of stuff. Why would she join an agency after all of that? And again, I think the only thing that I could think of as to why she would do it would be event management, or maybe she likes the people there and wants to hang out with them more as well. Which again, she could probably just do anyways, but you know, I don't know, we'll have to see. But there has been a lot of posts, including this one from the chiseled cactus. So Filian will be joining FaZe Connect, and I can prove the exact date. She is behind the wall, and the wall breaks on June 19th. Filian debuts Saturday, June 20th. This sounds insane until you look at what they've been putting directly in front of us. The warehouse clip gave us way more than people realized. The FaZe Connect color scheme and style matches the Dokumi teaser way too well. Filian spoke German in the teaser, and Dokumi took place in Germany. That's just because Dokumi is in Germany. No, that was not flavor text. That was the breadcrumb. Then Phase 1 started earlier this week, the wall. At first, it was just a blank brick concrete wall. So ask the obvious question, what is the most famous wall connected to Germany? The Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall began construction on August 13th. The number 3 is sitting right there. One day later, the city was divided. Now look at FaZeCon, June 13th to June 14th, another 13, another hidden 3, another one day later setup. FaZe Connect is not a random timing, it is a part of the wall pattern, but the real giveaway is not even the wall, it is the boxes. So again, interesting, right? Obviously they bring up this is the teaser, of course, whenever it came out. There was the FaZeCon teaser as well as the wall there, and then they got a picture of the Berlin Wall as well. And of course, you see FaZe Connect just showed us a warehouse full of boxes while the wall is active. This is not background art, this is the next phase. When a wall divides a city, the first problem is movement, supplies, shipping routes, logistics, and what did they put directly in front of us? A warehouse, boxes, packing, supply routes. Berlin had the Berlin airlift, FaZe Connect has the warehouse boxing. It's interesting. They say this is the VTuber supply chain arc, and I hate that it makes sense, which again, it's interesting, right? Now look at the top right, the warehouse preview. It looks like there should be 8 slots, but there is a 3rd missing. So yeah, this is what they're saying. Again, here's the warehouse. They say, look at the top right. Is that what they say? Top right of the warehouse. It looks like there should be 8 boxes. There's 1 missing, which is true. But again, there's many missing throughout, all of the other things. I think a lot of this can be kind of, not disproven, but, rebutted, right? Not the first, not the last, but the 3rd, which again is another number 3 to be fair. Why the third slot? Because the entire theory is screaming 3. Filian's debut was on the third Saturday of April 2021. A YouTube debut was on the third Saturday of July 2021. And June 20th, 2026 is the third Saturday of June, which would kind of make sense, but also I don't think Filian was thinking, you know, as far back as her first debut and her YouTube debut, that this was going to be the case. But maybe she found that out later on and wanted to make that a thing. I don't know. But say phase 1, the wall, phase 2, warehouses, phase 3, crossing. So that's what they, you know, feel like will be the, you know, phases that we'll see coming from this, which again, I think will be pretty interesting, right? Say Filian originally debuted April 17th. Yeah, say, now here's the part that makes the Berlin Wall connection even stronger. The Berlin Wall did not fall because someone there scheduled a nice clean wall comes down event. It fell after a press conference about travel rules caused people to rush the crossing. A public comment opened the border. That is what happened next. This weekend's warehouse boxing stream is going to be something about travel, shipping, crossing, packing walls, missing boxes, or being connected. One weird line, one obvious in retrospect hint that this is a Shabowski moment. June 19th is the press conference, the final clue, the moment the wall becomes breakable. June 20th is the Bornholmer Strasse. The crossing opens, the wall comes down, and the missing third slot gets filled. Filian is not just lost, she's on the other side of the wall, and FaZe Connect is going to connect her back in phases, which interesting, right? Now, of course, this is all just a theory from this person here, and again, it is a very interesting one. Like, I definitely understand the connections that they have made, and it is cool to compare it to something, you know, maybe that could have some kind of actual I guess significance. But again, of course, you know, some of it could be you know, false, some of it could be you know, maybe not as I don't know how to describe it. Like, it could just be like a coincidence kind of thing. That's what I mean. But we'll have to see, right? Maybe they're right, and we'll have to see whatever there is other phases and stuff that comes out and we have a little bit more. But it would be interesting to see if she does go ahead and join FaZe Connect, and, you know, those things are similar or not. But yeah. Now, of course, in terms of the actual wall itself, a little bit of an update. Of course, there's a lot of Filian stuff. There's Filian as Megamin. You know, there's more Neurosama, of course. So again, absolutely crazy. The pot of greed there. More Neurosama. Again, it is absolutely crazy. Oh my god, what did they do to Sonic? That is crazy. So Sonic is messed up. I think there's Kitsunera there. Oh, she's behind me, actually. You can't actually see. Oh, I can't even move this. There's Kitsunera behind me, by the way. I just can't show you. And of course, yeah, there's One Piece. Again, pretty cool. And yeah, many other people. I think is that Lena there? Lena, and then this. Oh my god, is that the meme? They did the meme with the. That's funny. Okay. So yeah, I mean, that all seems to be going pretty good. We had one more clue as well. Obviously, I'm not going to make a whole video out of it. It's literally just a sign on a road. Again, that could just be written by anybody, but it has appeared apparently in Hanover in Germany, which is very interesting. And obviously adds another image to the long list of images that say Filian is lost. So yeah, I mean, that is essentially what is going on with the website at the moment. Again, not too much has changed, but again, many people kind of speculating whether she will be joining FaZe Connect or not. And I do think it is an interesting conversation, right? Because it could happen, but we'll have to wait and see if it will happen and whether this actually is the case or not, or if she'll stay indie and, you know, just a lot of the theories end up being wrong, right? But yeah, I mean, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.